What's up, ADD fam? How y'all doing this evening? Mike back in this crazy bitch. Say hello to Hans. Hello, Hans. We're just chilling in the back deck. So I'm going to discuss these little bitches, these little rap twigs. Okay, get online all the time. Be sizing people up, see what I could do to promote my channel, and for the most part, I do mainly videos about myself. Well, gonna have to do a little more than that. So I get online and I'm keeping up with the dailies and what's hitting, what's trending, and so there is so many channels out here of young guys, and all their channel is talking about rappers and all this kind of bullshit, right? I just got done looking at this one dude's portfolio, and I had to call him out. 800 something thousand subscribers, okay? Not one story about anything that he's done in his life. Talks about rappers, talks about this, that, industry dudes, Kardashians, all that silly, stupid bullshit, and people buying into it. So I might as well chime in and throw my little 2 cents in. So, okay, for those of you that don't know, and not everyone's in the know and knows all this, all the dudes that are in the industry are all bati boys. They're all backdoor boys. If you don't know what that means, it means they take in the ass, okay? To get a record deal, to get $1 million, what they do is they get a record deal, and they go after young guys. The reason they go after the younger, the more easier to control, the stupider and dumber they are. By the time you get older, you have a little more sense. So this is why they shoot for young, dumb kids, and they make them rich. They give them $1 million, and then they have to fucking suck behind closed doors. These are facts, and I'm telling you, this isn't questionable, and I can give you some resources and where to look. So this is a fact that these are all bati boys. Snitch 9, 6ix9ine, going around saying he's the king of New York, okay? 6ix9ine couldn't be any more pussy than who he is. He's been running his mouth for all this time, and I said it before, and I just can't stand the guy, an arrogant prick. So every time he has got on the internet, I shut him down. I talk shit to him. I call him a bitch. You're a pussy bitch. Come fight me. Call him fuck boy, bitch. All that. All the time. You can go look and see. Anytime Snitch9 posts on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, every time he posts, I get on there and call him out. Let's fight, bitch. You're king of New York. You ain't the king of shit. You're pussy. Straight pussy. So it's a fact he's taking dick up the ass. Lil Durk's a trust fund baby. Little Durk, for those of you in my category, I'm gonna guess and say most of you don't know this. Some of you will. Lil Durk is a known rapper. Well, he's Little Durk. His dad was Big Durk, obviously, had ties in the gangs and did time in prison. So Little Durk didn't do shit. Okay, he's a pussy punk bitch, right? He had something to do with King Von getting murdered, and he sat back and had his own dude whacked. And so he's sit on here flashing money, right? Lil Durk just went and once I say this, you'll go look, you'll see a recent input, log, video, whatever, of him flashing around $1 million, right? Well, where he's at a place in Atlanta, and he went and got dug out. All the industry higher ups, they fuck them little boys. If they don't spread their buck cheeks, they don't make it to the next level. Snitch9 wouldn't be who he is without getting bent over and fucked by guys like Diddy and Rick Ross and Jay-Z. All these guys are gay and bi and gonna run dick on you. That's how you make the industry. So none of these guys are, they don't have. It's not about talent or any of that. It's about how low can you go. That's what it's really about. They have what they call as ghostwriters. They have people. Drake, it's a proven fact that Drake's got ghostwriters. He doesn't even write his own raps, so he's not really a rapper. Drake's mother is way high up in the hang on, it'll come to me. The, 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 the World Union is called, come to me. The UN, and there's a specific word. I'm having a brain fart. Drake's mom's up on that. So that's how Drake is who he is. Not because he was a good rapper, because his mom's a somebody, and Drake takes booty on the side. All these guys. Kevin Gates took booty for the deal. Like I said, little Drake is no more than a bitch. So he had to come here in Atlanta to get his bags, to get his meals. But to do that, fact being known, he got dug out by Rick Ross. You see him. He does interview pictures with all the big shots. Well, to the people in the know, that means they're getting dug out. They have to do rituals. They have to do gay rituals. They have to do these kind of things to get in the brotherhood to become a multimillionaire. Fact. I will show you if you don't believe me. Take my word on it. Go look some of these keywords up. It's fact. You can find this information I'm telling you now. So little Durk's out here flashing money around and acting hard as nails, and he's not but a bitch. He's scary ass. He will do shit and go after guys in his town that he knows. He ain't trying to go out of town to fuck with nobody. He ain't trying to go anywhere around, young boy. Little Durk's a scared little bitch, and so is Snitch 9. Snitch 9 is a pussy. Like I said, I've called him out on all his plateaus, right? All the ones he can post from, and you can go look and see yourself. On his TikTok, on his Facebook, and on his Instagram, and you know when it's not him and when it's his fans. You see the different numbers. So it's him. He's seeing every time he posts me calling him a weak pussy bitch and fight pussy, and so you hear all this rah rah to these guys, and they're so hard and they're so tough. They're really not. They're a bunch of twigs, a bunch of pussies. I want this to get around, and let Snitch 9 hear this video. God, let him hear this video. Like I said, I've been calling him out for a year. The world needs to see this. These pussies need to be put to the test. Help put them to the test. Help put these frauds and these fake bitches through the ringer. Little Durk throwing around $1 million, had his friend killed, and he ain't trying to do shit. He ain't about fighting. He ain't about nothing. He's a bitch. Little Durk is a bitch. He just did a video, and it's got, his pictures taken with Rick Ross and Diddy and all them. And so there again, if you don't know, that means he's getting fucked behind closed doors. He moved up the ranks. I'll tell you how you move up the ranks. I can show you in the information that people that were really in the Illuminati, a lot of them are dead now, but you can still catch their videos on YouTube. Look up John Todd. He spells it out for you. The entire industry's run by Freemasons, elite Freemasons, and they do all. Like I said, I'm not a homophobe or no shit like that. So don't take it the wrong way. If you're gay, be gay. But if you take it up the ass and you're not gay, which all these guys do, you're not one that deserves to get 4 million views, followers. Do you feel me? Do you see what I'm saying? These guys don't have talent. If they don't have talent, Lil Durk's music is trash. Snitch 9 will even tell you himself his music's trash. But they're multimillionaires because they took a dick up the ass. There's nothing admirable about that. The list goes on and on. All these guys in the public eye are they're sellouts. It goes all the way across the board. Okay, you'll see guys like this. They'll move right up in the ranks, and you can see it all over the place. If you remember who the Hodge twins were, they were two Christian black brothers that spoke out. They recently sold out last year, so you can see a difference in organization when someone's sold out or not. Their numbers and everything skyrockets. So each and every one of these guys has sold out. Okay, then we full of bitches on all levels. Then you got people like your 1090 Jake, your 1090 fake. I just seen he just did a thing with what's his name, with Adam 22, and he's talking rah about Bloods, and he he called out he talked to the Island Boys. And so 1090 is sitting there, acting and talking like he's hardest, like he's gang and he's hard and all that. He's nothing but a bitch. Go look at Indiana Jamal's video. Indiana Jamal did a video of him over a year ago now and showed all his paperwork, showed everything there was on him and about him. He lied, said he did 3, 4 something years. You can see in the paperwork, proven fact, it was under 3. It was 2 years and maybe some months. And in his paperwork, I have another friend, White Boy Lockdown, shout out White Boy Radio Lockdown. He did prison time in Florida, knows people that he was down with. 10 Jake had his shoes stolen from county jail before he even got to prison. He was known as a bitch, okay? He was no tough guy. He had no name for himself. I've seen and heard his videos. He talks about sliding in other dorms and a bunch of bullshit, all right? Truth be told and known, bullshit. And you're going to see this a lot of times. You're going to see guys that are good with their mouth, or 9 times out of 10, sold out. 1090 fake ain't no different. Sitting there talking all these lies and bullshit, trying to, he was official. He was a blood gang. But for each and every one of you that are old enough and have a brain, even the Bloods and the Crips, even the gangs themselves will tell you, yeah, you ain't hard, you ain't tough for joining a gang. As a matter of fact, it's the complete opposite. You're actually pussy because you can't run on your own. You've got to run with a clique. You need protection. The guys I know that are hard, really are hard and don't care and fight and whatever, similar to me, ain't none of them would and could have and have all been, everyone has been propositioned to be in a gang, but fuck that. A real man runs solo dolo. So 1090 Pillsbury Doughboy ain't nothing but a fat blubbery joke. But he can run his dick suck good. So good for him. But no, when you hear these people talking about gang banging and yada yada, they're full of shit. They're all pussy. Ain't none of them can fight worth the fuck. Snitch Nine's hasn't even so much as said fuck you old man or nothing. Has ditched my every single comment. I promise on everything. I've commented over 1,000 times that I know for a fact Snitch Nine's seen. Go on YouTube. Go on all the media sites. On Instagram, everything he posts, I nail him. Facebook, TikTok, and that's where I see him. Excuse me. I don't see him as much on Facebook. TikTok and Instagram. He gets on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and I'm blasting him every time. Pussy bitch, show the world you're not a pussy. I'm calling him a pussy punk bitch, sissy fuckboy bitch. How many people do you know that would allow someone to say that over and over again to them without at least showing face and saying something? Me, fuck you, old man. Whatever. Try to have me hit. Whatever. That's how much of a pussy this guy is. I literally get on all the time, every time he gets on social media, and badger the fuck out of him. Tell him what a pussy, weak fuck bitch boy he is. And I would whoop his ass. And so you would think, like, if you did that to me and the shoe was on the other foot, I would have not only confronted you, but we definitely would have met. I would have fought you win, lose, or draw, even if I knew that you would whoop my ass. Ain't no way in hell any man's going to let another man talk to him like that all the time, but he does. He lets me punk him out all across social media almost every day. Let me see if I can pull some of it up to show you. So this is what these guys are. They're all fuckboy bitches. This is part of the industry. This is it. Like I said, I don't have nothing against gay people. If you're gay, you're gay, whatever. But if you're gonna take it up the ass, for a job, record deal, whatever, you're not getting my respect. I mean, even if it was like guy had to fuck a bunch of hot chicks or something to get the deal, I'd still look at him the same. Maybe I look at him down worse, getting dug out by a dude. That's disgusting. But imagine not even being gay and getting dug out and fucked by, and this is what Lil Durk And I tell you for a fact, because you, like I said, you can look up John Todd, look up his videos and watch him. He was one of the 13 original Illuminati. Had a class of witches of 13. He was one of those 13, an elite um, Satanist, top tier across the world. John Todd was no bullshit. In fact, he was from the Collins family. They even made the movie Tom Collins, the Collins family, in the Johnny Depp movie. That's after him. That's after his family, the Collins. The Collins name was so bad they had to change it. His name was changed to Todd, John Todd. He sat 13 on a 13 panel board of the most elite witches and wizards in the world. He was on there. He tells all of this to you. Explains the whole ins and outs of the industry. Every one of those guys in every single one of these recording labels, in every building, they have a private room where they go to the back and they do satanic sacrifices and rituals. Fact. You can see this with your own two eyes. You can see a guy. What's his name again? Unplug him. UP. However you would spell unplug and an M, right? He was in the unplug him. This guy, conspiracy guy, but he was from a family of Masons, and he was in the industry. So you're hearing conspiracy from someone that used to be involved and is now against it. So you're going to hear the truth on a lot of these things. John Todd's one of them. He's going to tell you all about the industry, how about to get it to that level, you have to do homosexual sex, and or there's 3 ways, 3 doors through breaking the veil, through going elite, through join the Illuminati. One of 3, gay sex, and you have to have gay sex to become, which I just recently found out, to become a witch, you have to have homosexual sex. So these all fall in line with each other. That's no shit. That's no truth. To move up the ladder, like to say you was going to become a 33rd degree Freemason, I know for a fact you would have had to have had homosexual sex. So there's 3 doors to go through. One's homo, one's sacrificing your loved one, and the third is transgender. Big on all 3. Jada and Will are transgender couple. I know people are going to say bullshit, whatever. That's what it is. Michelle Obama is Michael Obama. That's what it is. Joan Collins was murdered 2 weeks after saying that. Look that up, cross-reference it. Joan Collins says, yeah, we already have a tranny and Michael in the warehouse, and Barack Obama murdered her for it. So they're all in your face. Every A-list celebrity's transgender. We don't have to get into it. You can go look on yourself. There's going to be a lot of naysayers. What I can tell you is I just explained this to my wife a few years ago, and over and above the little bit I talked, she went and done her own investigating, right? Transgenderism. You can see it, and they'll tell you straight up that you can see in the brow ridge, trachea, the throat, shoulders broadening, waist. There's a million and one things that they do with trick camera and trick photography, and place their hands on their hips and stuff, trying to they do all kind of poses to throw you off, okay? But my wife can look at all of them and tell me which one is which. I mean, once you get to know, you know, and you can see it. It sticks out more. A lot of them have come forward. Sandra Bullock came forward. Sandra Bullock's a man. Some of this is not secret. Like I said, you can find the information out. So this is the shit they do. And like I said, so they have these scales you can go on to determine male or female. It's a proven fact that Jada Pinkett was born a male, and I'm not going to say about Will. I think he's transgender, because there again, you can't be so high up the level without being one. Trump is one. They go for days, and a lot of people are not going to believe some of this shit, but they claim that it goes all the way back until Egypt days. It's It's been known and claimed that every single president we've ever had was transgender. This thing didn't just start in in the woke whatever. Transgendering's been going back since the beginning of all this. You know why makeup was made? Makeup was made to make a man look like a woman. That was its original design. It wasn't to pretty up girls. It was to make men look like girls. Okay, every single Victoria's Secret, transgender. Period. You can't argue with me. I've already done the homework. Every single Victoria's Secret model there ever is a transgender. You can go look. The clothes is oversized, etc., etc. Believe me, love me, hate me. I'm giving you facts. All these dudes are pussy, weak bitches, no spine, and I'm not gonna say transgender, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just telling you the truth. A lot of them are not who you think they are. Okay, the majority of the actors and actresses. Like I said, this is not even a secret. You can go look this shit up. Go look up trans investigation when you get off here. Yeah, I got riled up, man. I'm trying to find out ways to boost and broaden my channel, and I'm coming against these 25-year-old guys that got 800,000 subs, and they're just talking about stupid shit that I've been talking about, and don't even more lame than some of the things I think's lame won't talk about. I figured I'd give it a shot. People are getting rich off talking about this stupid bullshit. And I would like to get cheap. Not only would I like to get a piece of pie, I would love more than money to beat the fuck out of Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'd love more than any amount of money in the world to do my thing to him, beat his ass, and damn near rip his arm off and beat him over the head with it. I would knock Tekashi out and make him tap. Would that not be a beautiful feeling inside to show the world these guys ain't nothing? They're not nothing to be look up to. None of them are. Because to get where they are means automatically right after it, they suck dick, they took dick in their ass. Fact. Period. Boosie, Kevin Gates, Jay-Z, Nas drank and ate his own cum. You can see this and hear this shit yourself on other platforms. So they do gay, grotesque shit. They have parties. And this is a lot of the reason why I didn't choose to join the Brotherhood. They do have parties, and it's mandatory to do the gay, to eat actual human feces. You actually in these elites, you have to do this shit. The party, it's these Hollywood parties. It ain't yes or no. It's either you're in or you're not. And if you're in, you're taking dick in the ass. You're eating poop, feces, shit, breast milk, blood, cum, urine. You're eating and drinking this. You can't dispute me. I can give you too many examples and proven fact. Like I said, there's a ton of other channels talk about this already. Would you want to go to a party and have to drink piss and eat somebody else's shit? No, thank you. I'm good. Would you want to drink your own cum? No, thanks, Nos. I'm good. Boosie's was dug out, and and they say they all get themselves completely body tatted. When they body tat themselves, that's it's something in the psyche, and they think they are going to make themselves a man. It's happened to every one of them. They get in the industry, they get dug out, they don't know how to take it, and they go body tat themselves, trying to. There's videos on this. I don't know how. I can't explain it to you. Put it in words why as good as others can. I'm giving you the know, and what to go on if you're interested. So yeah, these guys do all this. Like I said, they have to commonly eat piss, drink piss, and eat other people's shit. Not bad enough your own shit. Have tumultuous sex. That's why you're never gonna hear a Hollywood marriage that's successful. Every bit of it is built on lies. They're actors and actresses, okay? What that means is even when you think they're off screen, they're still actors and actresses. Like Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the awards. Staged, okay? Staged. Their numbers are down. Everyone's finding out they're about pedophilia and human trafficking and this shit. And Hollywood's is tanking right now. Woke culture, people are waking up. Younger people, such as myself and younger, are putting this out there. Found out. I didn't know any of this 10 years ago. And I don't claim to be a rocket scientist. I just claim to want to get the truth out of there, because all our days are numbered. And mine may be sooner than yours. I'm 49. Some of you are way younger than me. So take it to heart what I'm telling you. It's that simple, that disgusting. You want to be rich and famous, that's all you have to do. Sign away yourself. And like I said, I've had that deal put to me twice in the past 2-3 weeks. Different guys that are high level Masons. I have no reason to lie or exaggerate. I promise on everything. That's 100%. If I had the time one day, I may even show you, the conversations. But there's things that when you go to say the Illuminati, which is, you can go be a Mason, still not be in the Illuminati, okay? You can go to be a Mason and never once in your entire life hear about Satanism or anything. You have to work your way up till you get to the 33rd before they even mention Satan as the god of their world to you. You don't hear that in Freemasonry until you're up to a 33rd. And they swear on their lives to lie to anyone, everyone. They lie. They you'll never get the truth out of anyone that's on TV, because they've sworn that secrecy. You see this and all that shit. You see that? I explained to you what that was. The all-seeing eye is the third eye, the brown eye, that they go break your vasa vaga and shatter your personality and cause you to become schizophrenic. This is what these people do to the young children. That's why they're all basket cases. They are forced. They do MK Ultra on these kids and force them into to sex slavery. It goes on for days. Britney Spears. Every single one of them come out of Disney. Disney was a 33rd degree Freemason. It was proven fact that Disney's a hub for pedophilia shit. They steal kids, and this is suppressed. They steal kids. Not only do the kids come up missing, stolen at Disney, but it's also been a proven fact that I just found out recently that they send the girls walking around in yellow dresses, so they have a color coordination. Ain't that some shit? I just found that out fairly recently. Like I said, I know all kind of crazy, fucked up shit like that. There was another one that was at the tip of my tongue. So, like I said, these are sick, vile people we're talking about. And they're everywhere. And they control everything. And these boys that are taking these $1 million deals and flashing around money, they're all just fuck boys. They all, like I said, they go get their bodies completely tattooed. What's the drummer? The drummer's dating one of the Kardashians. Same thing. Trevor. Most of you know who I'm talking about. Badass drummer. He's on a song with Rick Ross and a bunch of rappers. Can I get anyways, Trevor, whatever. Some of you gonna know the name exactly what I'm talking about. He went and got dug out and went and got his body completely blasted. And so all of them do. So when you see someone completely blasted in tattoos, that's what that's about. It's not that they're just trying to be cool, guys. It's part of their deal. West Khalifa, like I said, Britney Spears, all of them. West Khalifa, when he came in, fully blasted immediately. What's his name? Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy was just another dugout boy. They all are. They all were. Young Boy, dugout boy, the same. Little Durk, dugout boy, the same. Period. And so you would have not only do you have to get fucked in your ass to be in, and like I said, eventually they come to you, and you will have to give up a family member. You will have to have someone murdered that you are a close family with, or you wind up dead. Plain and simple. When Bill Cosby went to jail here and did a recent bid, Bill Bill Cosby had to sacrifice one of his kids growing up. Bill Cosby's already sacrificed a child to the Illuminati, okay? Way back when he was America's dad, American Pudding, the Huxtables. He was America's dad. He had to live up to that hype. They came to him a few years ago and said, "We want your wife." He said, "No, give up your wife." This is how these people play ball. He wasn't gonna give his wife, so they hit him with a shot when he's in the jail and blinded him. He's blinded. His vision's fucked for life. That's what happened. They told him he needed to sacrifice his wife, and he said no. If he would have, he would have not only not been that shit, but you wouldn't even have heard about him going to jail or being in prison or having charges put on him. You wouldn't have heard that to begin with if he would have just said, "Yeah, okay, you can take my wife." Okay, it's happened to a bunch of them. What's his name? Hang on, come to me. Staying Alive. John Travolta. They came to him and said, "Your son, your wife." His son, he sacrificed his son. Kanye sacrificed his mother. All pieces of shit, dirtbags, right? So not only do you have to sacrifice a loved one once you get up into the millions and the multi-millions, and you're starting to get a billionaire, you have to give up a family member, a close loved one, period. This ain't a discussion. This ain't a yes or no. This is what I'm telling you, and this is facts. And you can look what I'm saying up. Floyd Mayweather just sacrificed his uncle when he just had the same deal. You're either going to give up a loved one, or your record will be tarnished and you won't be heard of again. Why do you think you hear and see him all the time? Because he's just sacrificed his uncle, so he's on that plateau. There's a lot of them. Everyone that's in that level, that's it. You're going to give up a loved one, period. You know this, and the ones that don't are people like Brittany Murphy. The ones that didn't and don't, they're not with us anymore, and that's why. Jimi Hendrix was murdered. Wouldn't sell out to the Illuminati. Janis Joplin was murdered, wouldn't sell out to the devil, Illuminati. This has been going on for decades. Not only do they do that sick shit, they also, when you get in, as soon as you get in the club and they set you up, first they bring you a pet, small little cute dog or cat. Oh, wonderful, I got me a little animal, brand new house, brand new car, you know what I'm saying, Lambo, $1 million crib. And you got this little puppy or kitty, and you think it's... And then they set you up with your girlfriends and wives, period. It's not up for discussion. You may have different ones to choose from, but all these high-level, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, those are by design. Whether you believe me or not, I'm giving you fact. Like Will Smith and Jada type shit, that shit was by design, okay? They're not the only ones. There's lots and lots of them. All these elite couples. They're, like I said, they're transgender. You hear they went to rehab or whatever. What they really did is either went MK Ultra reprogrammed them, or the other one had the baby, and you was fooled into thinking this one was doing this, when it was really the other one that was giving the baby. What's his name? Like I said, all these pretty boy actors, they're all girls. Ryan Reynolds is a girl, was the other one. What's his name? Batman, his girlfriend was 13 to 30, something like that. Y'all remember that movie? 13 and 30. This girl spins the bottle and then she's grown. She's really a man. She was married to Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck was really a girl and she was really a man, so they had to flip roles. So he was having the baby. Vin Diesel is a woman, had a baby. I know this sounds insane, but I promise on everything. Liam Nelson, the badass dude, he had a baby. He is a she. This ain't bullshit. I'm telling you. You look it up when you get off here. Go look up the trans investigation. You'll see everything I tell you is factual. So yeah, fuck that. Um, y'all help me get there. Like I said, people are talking not even as good as shit as I'm telling right now, and I'm hearing some boo boo gaga shit that I see all the time, and I'm seeing guys just basically mocking that. And they don't have a fucking pot to piss in. Like I said, I just see a dude 800,000 K subscribers, and every single one of his videos is about, you know, celebrities and shit like that. That's fucking gay, okay? That's corny. Really think about it. It's corny. You have a YouTube channel and you can't do no videos about you and your life. You're a cornball as far as I'm concerned. Just how I see it. Hopefully you guys see it the same way. Hope more and more people start to see it the same way. Hope more and more people get to see videos like this. Yeah, that one got me riled up. Got these little fuck boys out here, and like I said, so they, so the point I didn't get to make. So they put you up in a house, brand new car. They give you a pet. You go off. You do your first thing. They set you up with a girlfriend. La di la la. Your sex gets filmed. They bring in. They make it about gay and children, and they videotape it and they blackmail you. And if you're not blackmailable, you don't go to the next plateau. If you're not blackmailable, you won't make it up in the government. This is proven fact. If you are not able to be blackmailed, they don't trust you. They're scared of you. They're not going to fuck with you. There's people that talk about what I'm talking about that are actually government agents telling the truth type shit. Weird, crazy shit's going on. What's the guy's name? I was speaking to this guy. He's a high government dude, right? And he's talking about pedophilia. And he's sitting at a table with world leaders, and there's, excuse me, maybe he's at the podium or something, and you know the crowd, like world leaders type people and shit, right? And he's talking about, you know, all the stuff the CIA runs drugs, children, and guns, children, jewelry, not jewelry, artifacts. That's the CIA's job. We run guns, drugs, and artifacts all over the world. That's what the CIA. That's why we're the richest country in the world, because all our leaders in the government, they're all about Satan worship, money, and any and everything they do to get money. They kill people. They harbor and, you know, run children, and like I said, in every one of these, this guy tells this shit, and he was in the CIA. So he's at a table telling all this, and he's rubbing his ring, and he reminds me of Gargamel. Steele, Robert Steele. Let me see if that's him. And so I talked to him one day. He's got a YouTube channel, and I said something. So how much, you know, what can I do? What can I do to get a video? And this is when I just started out. It's like maybe almost a year ago. Remember, I was, you know, just started out on YouTube when I was talking to him. And he was saying at first $25. So $25 I could have a conversation and get my video. You know, he's kind of big shit. I'm going to look him up just to make sure it's his name. And so he tells me you have to have 100,000 subscribers before he'll do a video and talk to you. I said, wait a minute, you don't even have 100,000 subscribers. And so we got a kick out of that. He had like 92,000 subscribers. I remember him telling me that. Me saying, wait a minute, you don't even have 100,000 subscribers. So he was actually like, you know, he was returning people's messages. You know, he was talking to his people on his channel. Let me make sure. Robert Steele, before I give this to you. And like I said, this is you'll get the feeling right off the rip when you look at this guy, and you'll see, and he's rubbing his evil little ring, and he talks about all this shit I'm telling you. Is this it? Robert Steele. Okay, yep. It's Robert Steele. We gotta find the one I'm telling you about. He's rubbing it. He's rubbing the evil red ring. And you can tell he's one of them. He's a pedophile. All these guys are. Like I said, he's way high up in the CIA, And you don't get there. And I didn't learn this from him. I've learned it from many others. I've been following many other conspiracy guys way before, you know, any of the woke. I'm going back 10 years now is when I started in on this. I gotta show you the video with him, which is the one with him rubbing his red ring. And he sits there and you hear it out of his own mouth. The CIA stashes drugs and children all over the world. And like I said, you hear this from somebody who's qualified to speak on these kind of things. Okay, maybe just putting him in will show me the one I'm looking for.
I started the open source intelligence revolution, and in fact, I testified to the Aspen Brown Commission, and they asked me to do a competition of me and my phone against a $60 billion a year intelligence community, and I won. Now, one of the problems that we have in both the intelligence community and the customer base is we have a mix of young people and political appointees, not subject matter experts. And we talked about the chasm, the gap between people with power and people with knowledge. That gap is now catastrophic. Decisions are made in Washington on the basis of who has paid for that decision, not on the basis of evidence or the public interest.
You hear that?
So the whole concept behind open source everything is that you have open money, open politics, open standards. You have open energy, open food, open water. All of this is a way of unleashing entrepreneurial capabilities.
I'm sorry, I've got to try to find that video with him rubbing the red ring. Save on rubbers. Anyways, it's bomb. And you'll see, and you can read between the lines, and with what I'm telling you and what I've been telling you, you will understand and start to see what I'm telling you. You hear people that are way high up in the CIA talking about he was way high up in the CIA. So he's basically telling you he was in on taking bribes, knowing and where the drugs going, coming from, money, kids. He was involved with all that. These people don't even look at that as this is like daily business, like your whatever your business is, if you work in fast food or construction or whatever. This is their industry, so they don't look at it like me and you do. They don't see anything wrong with it. These people kill kids, rape them, and drink and eat them on the regular. There are people so fucked up all over the world that they have to eat. All they can eat is kids. Their stomach has been forced to do that their whole life. They can't. Their body don't process. They have to eat human. There are families like that. Fact. That only eat people, and the Rothschilds being one. Is it so hard to think that Hillary Clinton is a man and Bill Clinton's a woman? Look at them. Who's the mouthy psycho? Who's the assertive, mouthy, bossy? And who's the passive, sit back? Ooh. Bill and Hillary Clinton are transgender. That's why they're the top of the elite. If you don't know what all Hillary Clinton did a few years ago, you need to look that up. This is proven fact. A lot of people are going to know this. Maybe most or some of you aren't going to know any of this. Hillary Clinton had this advisor, Huba Abedin. They took this young girl in the woods. Honest to God on everything. There's video of this. They took this young girl in the woods and they raped her and they cut her face off while she was alive. And Hillary Clinton wore her face and scared this girl nearly to death. Skinned her of her face and wore her face as a mask. When you scare kids, what they do is they scare them to death and that's traumatizing. When they scare them, that makes this drug in their brain called adrenochrome. You will hear that, and it's a drug. And the more you scare the kid, the stronger the adrenochrome, the drug is. It's been going on. This is no secret to what I'm telling you. This has been going on since the day of dawn, since the very beginning. This is no secret what I'm telling you. So this is what this sick bitch did. She raped a girl out in the woods with Huma Abedin, cut her face off, wearing as a mask. When they saw this video in the New York police station, there were cops now, New York City cops, been cops their whole life, street cops, seen all the blood and gore. They had New York City cops throwing up, crying, and needing medical attention. That's what watching what she did, that's what this video did to this law enforcement agents, to this one, whatchamacallit, precinct in New York. Literally made the cops throw up, cry, traumatized them, and they needed to see a psychiatrist after watching the video. She never went to jail for this. I'm not telling you anything that you can't pick up the internet right now and fact check me and see that every bit of what I'm saying is truth. You can see the video for yourself on the dark web. Be my guest. I'd rather not. With knowing that, do you now have a grasp and understand what these people are capable and what they do, and now what really happens and goes on behind closed doors? Every bit of what I told you is fact. Sickening. So I don't even think I'm not sure if I even got to the part where I said, okay, so they give you, I'm sorry for going back and forth. It's the ADD. So I said they give you, an animal, a little cute puppy or a little cute cat when you become a Brotherhood member, right? You come in, you love that cat, animal. You go and you leave for work one day and you come back and that animal's dead in the most hideous, nasty way. You gotta come home and see that animal dead. It's part of their rituals. So this animal they give you, they murder it, and when you come, they're gonna, you're working for the devil basically. So I can only imagine what the animal's gonna look like when you see it. But you're gonna come home and see it, and it's gonna be mutilated. This is the type of shit these people do. This type of shit Tekashi Bitch 9 has to do. Little Durk. Pass it around. Let all these kids, these hundreds and thousands and millions of kids that idolize and worship these dirtbags, these low-life scum. They're scum. They're not talented. Tekashi 6ix9ine is not talent. He's just willing to do nasty, dirty shit that you and I won't. He's just a dirty, nasty fucking scumbag, just like all of them. If that's what you would choose to be to make it, be my guest. Not gonna be my meal ticket. So, yeah, Snitch 9. I'm ready to wreck with that bitch. I think it would be good, not just be good for business, even if I hung it up the very next day, just for the world to see the truth, kids to see the truth. You look up to these guys. They're pussies. There's nothing admirable or nothing that you look up to them and say, they got good characteristics, this, that, and the third. They don't have none of that. They're empty, shallow, low-life dirtbags. So, as I discussed, they go and they do drugs and prostitution, human trafficking, prostitution, and gold, oil, and drugs, and like I said, these artifacts. Okay, why the artifacts? These artifacts are all over the world. This is why a lot of these wars have gone down. This is what Iraq was really about. There was a portal in Iraq. We went in there and stole all his portal. He had, I think it was Nebuchadnezzar or one of these, one of these gods was over there, and we went over there and stole all that. Okay, that's what it was about. Saddam Hussein tried to get in the middle of that. We murdered his ass, made him out to be a bad guy when really he wasn't. It was us that was the bad guy. He was a good person. He was about his country and helping. He got murdered because he wasn't going to accept the New World Order. Same for all of them. You either going to let them bring their banking into your country, or we're going to go to war with you. That's what the wars are about. Every country we ever went to war with, our Rothschild central banking runs it now. Proven fact, you can look this up yourself. Every single one. The ones that are not left are the ones that are on our radar that we're going to go after next. This is facts. This is what it's about. This is what these dirtbags represent. This is what these scumbag kids lay down to. They immediately take orders to all these elites. They got to go in there, suck and fuck, bend over and run tricks. And like I said, to move up and up, you have to do more and more. More and more being you've gone from just getting raped to now you've, now you got to eat shit. And the week after that, you may have to take 5 dicks in your ass. And the week after that, you may have to murder somebody yourself. Eventually, it's going to come to where it's going to get worse and worse. The higher bracket up you get, the more vile, sick shit Satan and them are going to require out of you. Facts. I almost wish I could just give you a glimpse, but I don't want no part of it. Like I said, I know some of these guys. They've talked to me like I'm interested. Just because I'm a mental health advocate, I literally get hit up by high-level Masons on TikTok. They're recruiting right now. Okay, maybe times are tough. I don't know. Maybe I fit the bill, but they keep asking me. And so last week, one asked me, and he gave me the list of the 8 items. There are 8 items. If you were to say you want to join the Illuminati today, they will say, this is what we need. We need this many of this many of that color, this many of those. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I just was asked myself. So that's how I knew the fake from the funk. So now if any of you real Illuminati guys are out there, so you know, yeah, he wasn't bullshitting. I was asked if I want to join to go get a certain amount of 8 different color coordinated items before I would enter. And obviously, I still only got 193, 94 subscribers. Obviously, I haven't gone and bought it. And it's a damn good thing I'm married. And it's a good thing I'm married to a Christian woman. Because truthfully, with my ADD, I easily have been talked into stupid shit. And if I was a lone single guy, there ain't no telling, you know? So pass this out. It's been a good one. I hope it's been good for you guys. Stay ADD.